a look at it. Getting on the 101 South. Assign a desk from the chopper. Let me know if we start streaming. Thank you. Okay. Hey, Tim, we're on the valley side, so let me know if you want me to switch to Wilson. Okay. Looks like he's setting up to go 405. Hey, Tim, he might be going north on the 405. Actually, he's getting on the 405. We'll see if he goes north or south.
We're just going to keep it on the west side for now.
No, it's this monitor. I have a difficult time gauging what's correct with it. So I will take your opinion. Right there? Okay. Great. Looks like a Kia Soul. Of course, it's a Kia. Hey, Tim, are we streaming? Great. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who is joining us on NBCLA.com and all of our streaming platforms. Special thanks to our NOC operator, Tim Deckett, for helping us out here on this pursuit. This is a stolen car pursuit that is making its way through the San Fernando Valley. It's currently on the 405 freeway. It was near the 405 101 when we first picked it up over in the Sherman Oaks area. But it actually started over in West LA. This is the LAPD's West LA division that is in pursuit of what they believe to be a stolen Kia Soul. Looks like it's white in color, dark tinted windows. So unknown number of occupants at this point or how many people may be in the vehicle. But again, this started off with LAPD, but it's been on the freeway now for quite some time. So I wouldn't be surprised if the California Highway Patrol got involved in the pursuit. For now, though, we are continuing southbound on the 405, passing Sunset. So we're right by the Getty Center. We're by Mount St. Mary's University as well. And the chase continuing at high speeds, almost 100 miles an hour as we proceed south with that LAPD unit of the West LA Division, not giving these individuals too much in the way of room, really staying close to this one. Unknown how the vehicle was taken, if it was a armed carjacking or something of that nature, or if it was simply a crime of opportunity where perhaps the car was left running and these guys jumped in. So at this point, more questions than answers. But for now, 405 south, passing Sunset. There's that circular hotel. A lot of you will be familiar with that. Kind of crossing over all lanes, using the right shoulder here to try to get by some slower moving traffic. And is continuing at high speeds. Again, a possible stolen car, a Kia Soul chase that started about 20 minutes ago or so in the West LA area. So that's going to be over by like UCLA, for example, the Veterans Cemetery. It did creep over into Santa Monica for a bit and was on surface streets there for a little bit before jumping on that 405 freeway where it has been ever since. But really picking up speed. He may have just crashed. Yeah, he just crashed. It was a little bit difficult to see because of the tree, but there, just slammed into the center divider. The car is going to be completely disabled here. Hit the right shoulder, then hit the center divider. Airbags deployed. So it's unclear how these occupants might be doing, but that was a very violent crash. Hitting one side of the freeway and then crossing all lanes to hit the next. But really violent. The car is starting to smoke a little bit. No chance that this is going to be able to continue in any way. It's going to be completely disabled. I'm waiting to see any type of movement, but with a crash that bad, I wouldn't be surprised if the occupants aren't going to be able to get out on their own. So we'll see. I think I see a little bit of movement, but it might just be a reflection of the lights. I'm going to keep it a little bit wider here just because, again, we don't know how these people are doing inside of that vehicle. We're just off of the 405 south at Wilshire, so we're in the West LA area. Again, this is the LAPD's West LA division. So the officers are saying that the driver is moving around. He is not complying, and they do not see his hands. So the good thing is he's alive, thankfully. And they're not talking about anybody else being in there. So it seems like this is going to be a solo vehicle situation where it's just the driver. And again, the good thing is after a crash that bad, he's still able to move, so that's good. But their concern now is that he's not following their instructions and they're unable to see his hands. The concern there is that he could possibly have a weapon, so that's why they need to be able to see his hands. So what they're going to do is they're trying to get traffic stopped here. They actually want to stop both sides because this is going to be a situation where officers are going to have their guns drawn in the direction of drivers that are going to be coming up the opposite side of the freeway, which is going to be the northbound 405. So I'm going to widen out a little bit just so we get a bigger look at what is going on here. More units arriving here of the LAPD. What they need is the CHP, though, to assist them with the traffic break. He may be coming out now. So maybe coming out now. I do see his hands. Okay, he appears to be complying, so I'm going to go ahead and push in a little bit. So he's lifting up his sweatshirt so they can see his waistband. They need to make sure that he's got nothing on his person that could possibly harm them. Thankfully, it looks like he's okay. following their instructions to get down on the ground. And so they're still in the process of giving him instructions of getting down on the ground. So at this point, a team of officers will approach the suspect, and then another group of officers will approach the car. They still need to clear it to make sure nobody else is inside. It didn't seem like they thought anyone else was inside, just because when after the crash occurred, they were really only concerned about the driver. That's the only person I heard them talking about, so I don't think anybody else is going to be in the car. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the crash at the end of a pursuit. Here's that team of officers approaching the vehicle now. They're going to have to move all those airbags out of the way to see if anybody else could possibly be in that vehicle. So it seems like they're not finding anyone else, so they're now going to approach the driver, handcuff him, help him to his knees, and then up to his feet, and then walk him back to a squad car, where they will do a quick pat down of his person to make sure that there's nobody on him that could possibly harm any of the officers. And they're just going to try to clear this off the freeway as quickly as possible. Again, this is on the 405 freeway, which is, of course, always a very busy area here. We're on the west side. It's not far from UCLA.
To watch more heart-stopping car chases happening across Southern California, subscribe here. Thanks for watching. The Chase is on.